Hi, this is video number 7 of our 30 thank you videos celebrating Barrington Printing's 30 years in business. Today's thank you is to a couple that I'd like to thank that allowed us to go from one level of this industry into another. And before I actually mention the couple's name, I want to just remind you of how we started. We started back in 1981 when my wife Sharon and I opened up a little copy shop on Maple Avenue in Barrington. And we remained a one-person employee type company for the first 10 years. It wasn't until around 1990, 1991 that my son Keith joined us and we started our growth. As we got moving along, maybe 3 or 4 years after Keith got involved, with a lot of Keith's input and suggestions, we decided that we probably would be best suited as a commercial printer as opposed to a walk-in copy shop. So we tried to change our focus. We learned how to produce process color work. We became a commercial printer. We became a commercial mailing house, and we grew and grew and grew in the location that we were at, to the point where we couldn't grow anymore. There was no more real estate in that building to grow to, so we needed to move. And we had options. We either were going to try to buy out an existing commercial printer and fit into that environment, or just buy a building, a white box, so to speak, and buy the equipment needed to fill that building. We also didn't have any expertise, a lot of expertise in the commercial side of the business, so probably our preference would be to buy an existing company and hopefully have a relationship with that company where there's a transition that went on and there was some learning that went on with that. That's exactly, fortunately, what we were able to find when we met Joe and Fran Lewis, who owned Lewis Graphics. We met Joe and Fran in 2002. We hit it off right away. Joe and Fran had a very successful printing company in Cranston for years. They were looking for a change. Joe was looking for get his hands into the business more, which is where he started in the business, as opposed to continuously being an owner, but he didn't want to leave the industry. Worked out great for us because we ended up closing on the purchase in 2003. Here we're sitting in 2011, almost 2012, and Joe came on board as our production manager back in 2003. He's still here. He's been fantastic. It's been a great learning experience for us. Joe came with a lot of knowledge in the industry, in the end of the industry that we were looking to get into, and I really want to thank Joe and Fran Lewis for allowing us to purchase their company, purchase their building, their equipment, but more than anything, I want to thank them for the people that they are, and the givers that they are, and the sharers that they are. We wouldn't be here where we are today, probably, had we not met Joe and Fran Lewis. Certainly not in the direction that we took. So that's thank you video number 7. Again, Barrington Printing thanking Joe and Fran Lewis.